Hey there, guys! Welcome to another episode of Gale Tales. Episode
Welcome.
whatever's in the title. I don't remember.
Outro.
Whatever's in the title. I think this is 4.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever it is. But thank you guys for showing up to our podcast. It means a lot. We've been getting a lot of comments, at least a lot to us, and we feel the love, we feel the warmth of the support. So thank you so much for those out there who are supporting us. And we've asked that you can please continue to do like, comment, subscribe, and just share the things. Do all the social media things, please. It helps us a lot, and we love doing this stuff. But let's get into like what we wanted to talk about this week. One of the things we wanted to discuss was locals. We had a pretty eventful locals. A lot of testing this week. We went to GFG's HQ. Not dropping that HQ location yet, but we were at HQ doing a lot of testing, different playing a bunch of different decks, and kind of
Yay for
getting,
doxing.
yeah, getting me up to date with some of the stuff that's been going on since I've been gone, and as well as just overall just testing, because testing is good, y'all. Please test. And when I talk about how I did, you'll know why. But yeah, so we were we played Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. Friday we played at Triumph, and we got there a little bit late, but yeah, Jesse, Jesse, why don't you start us off because you were on time?
All right, for sure. Yeah, on Triumph I played. Well, all of my tournaments I played Mirage, but yeah, Friday, my round 1 I played against Shine Greymon. It was kind of an easy 2-0 sweep. I just kind of OTK'd him. He was drawing a bunch of cards. I don't think he really knew the matchup very well. Yeah, he didn't really. He showed me he had the new Shine in hand both games, but I think he thinks it sucks because it doesn't, go burr like the other one. But
It's so good in that matchup, though. If only.
it's fantastic in that matchup. So I was so surprised he didn't play it. But yeah, round 2. Played against the boy Peaches. It was against Imperial, and the Mirage Imperial matchup is pretty 50-50. A lot of the Imperialists, they're dropping the BT16 Dragon. It really is who gasses first. But if they do get to Dragon, it is pretty rough because Mirage thrives on trainings. But I will say, I would say, like, don't even worry about like just dropping Tamers. Just turbo into Mirage, and if they have to deal with the Mirage, like most of their Ken Davis targets get shut off because now they get punished for searching, and it is like they're gonna hit every time. I've never seen an Imperial whiff off of those, so
Yeah, it's like impossible.
it's like free plus for Mirage. But ultimately, I think game 1, Peaches just smoked me. Game 2, I think I got 2 Mirages on board, so like I kind of was able to floodgate him out. Game 3, I think game 3 was pretty insane, but I kind of forgot how it went. It was a grindy one, yeah. I think I put him down to like 2 security early on. He clapped back, and he kind of took over. I was able to grind into a Mirage, but I don't think it was enough. I want to say you were able to. I think I was trying to swing just to go for the last check, but you had the fighter, and it kind of ended my day. Yeah, and then I lost ultimately in 3 rounds. Round 3, I played against Pulsemon. I went from table 2 to like table 10 or something, so we found a little more adventurous decks out there, to say the least.
And I gave you the bat.
And he's a great locals. I love this guy, and
Shout out Yo-Yo.
he knows. Yeah, shout out Yo-Yo. He knows the level of Pulsemon. But I'm not gonna lie though. It was also a 2-0, but the game 2 was kind of nasty though. He actually plays it pretty spicy. He plays Fenrir Attack. So I was at 4 security. No, it was 3. I had 3 security, so he slung Shred 1 and checked, and I was like, oh man, if this next check doesn't go crazy, I'm about to lose. But then it was full moon, bro, and
Fuck that card.
Yeah.
Fuck full moon.
And then dude,
You're good, bro.
Sundays. When we talk about Sunday, I'm coming for you, Josh. No, but No, it was cool. I actually really like what Pulsemon does. If you guys don't know, I play Crossheart, so I love toolboxy decks. But anyways, yeah, that one was pretty easy. Mirage too fast. Then yeah, he's sick. Round 4, I played against my boy White, so double team kill, and White got it. It was against he was playing bunnies. This one he got it in 2 games, and level 5 rapid kind of nice against the Mirage because if you can't bounce it, it's kind of rough. So they kind of say like you have to swing because if you don't swing in Mirage, it's pretty like your value is way weaker than everybody else's. So you pressuring them is essentially the value for Mirage. So if yes, you could like burn a security because you're not going to bounce level 5 because he's unbounceable, but if you swing, you're going to run into the Mega Gargo Ace, and you just
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. The stopping the Evo line is rough, and then it kind of went that way for both games. Well, no, not really. I'd say I think game 2 he just kind of he rookie rushed, well, champion rushed me, I think, and but game 1 it really was just like level 5 rapid Mega Gargo A. So I finished 2-2. I don't know where I ranked, but I managed to. I feel like it was a good overall tournament. A lot of skillful players, and I was happy with it.
A lot of team kills.
For sure.
A lot of team kills.
I mean, if anything, guys, it's kind of the trend in our fucking team. Like you're actually, y'all. Earlier today, two of our guys were practicing on Sim, and they ended up finding each other. So we team kill on Sim too. So.
Yeah, we started hunting players on Sim.
Dude, it was not a hosted match. It was randoms.
Dude, I was at work.
We're not safe from random match, bro.
Dude, I was at fucking work, and I was like, I just saw the chat blowing up. I was like, what the fuck? And I like looking. I was like, no fucking way. Name it everything. Yo, what the?
It was freaking insane, dude.
It's one thing when we hit each other up the test on the Sim. It's another to find each other in the wild.
I know. Find each other in the wild is crazy too. But yeah, like cool. Thanks for sharing over for your Friday Triumph rounds. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about that?
It was just overall really good tournament. A lot of players showed up, skillful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we had 13, right?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah,
13, yeah.
13.
13. Those 4 rounds. Good locals.
13, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one bye. I guess I'll just jump in with mine.
Sure.
Like what I was saying, we had showed up a little late, so we each got a game 1 loss, and we were playing each other round 1. But we just played the one round, so it was just like a 2-1. I got it versus bunnies, and then round 2, like Jesse was saying, and he already went through most of it. But just like he was saying in that game 3, because that game 3 was really the most intense. That was the most like back and forth one. I feel like game 1 I really did just blow him out, and then game 2 he was able to just establish the Mirage and like lock me out. And then game 3 was like he was saying, the more grindy one. He had a Mirage established, and I was like, okay, I got to be smart about this. So I was able to get the Vmon out that just reduces Digivolution cost and still go up into a pale. And since I had like the return to Progenitor on field, I swang into actually wait, it wasn't the Vmon, the promo V, it was the BT16 Wormmon that I played out, the Digivolve from trash. That's right, because I was saying, where did I get that draw? Because it wasn't the promo Vmon. The draw ended up being from my egg that I forgot about. So I swung into his dude. I procced my return to Progenitor to Digivolve into Dragon for free, but then I also procced his Mirage by drawing, which ended up net okay. So I was still able to retain turn and do combos, but yeah, it was an intense match. Mirage is so annoying for Imperial because if it's just sitting there and like you have to try to out it without giving him the turn back or dying. Like in the very least, you have to do a Pyldramon to like make things awkward for him because it's going to be real hard to kill through Pale's blanket effect. And then even if he gets rid of it, a partition. So usually you'll have something to respond back the next turn. But it's a super grindy matchup, or it can either be like a blowout or a weird grind game. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Then round 3, I played against David, one of our boys at local. he was playing purple base Dex. That deck's really interesting with Imperial because it's like, the whole collision mechanic. It's nice because it gets around partition, but at the same time, just one fighter mode like at an opportune time for my opponent, and the game's just completely like unsalvageable. Like if they have their tamer in there and everything, and it's just all gone.
Yeah, for sure. I know that's something you and I have been testing, or at least me. Like I've been testing Dex Darugo pretty hard into this format. That's the deck like I chose to play, and over the past week, like Peaches and I have been testing it. In fact, we did this crazy fucking thing. I pulled out Death X, guys, Death X, and I thought I had it. Like I thought I was, yeah, maybe like one security left. I was feeling good, and then he goes, and then he just milks my Death X to partition and make infinite Pale Dramons. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty great when you have the partition and you can retain turn with your DNA, and then just have
Yeah.
the Death X proc your partition so you can DNA again and gain more memory.
Dude, I was just getting
Y'all
mollywopped.
remember? Y'all remember when bombs actually meant something? That's
Yeah.
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
right?
If I hit your bomb in security, it's like it's so free.
Yeah.
Dude.
The full moon, because it just adds it back to my hand and I get my mon. That's crazy.
It's so good.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's like the freest thing ever. But yeah, so we had a pretty competitive match going. Round two, it was kind of just grindy, and he wasn't like being super aggressive. So I had like all my security, and we ended up getting pretty low on time. So I just like scooped it up and said, let's just go to round three. Then I was able to get that one before the time expired. Again, just I'm pretty sure it was just like an opportune what's his name? Fighter mode ace.
Yeah.
Fighter mode ace can just end that match. Then round three, I played against the boy Fu. He was playing Ancient Garuru, the blue hybrid version.
Oh, he was?
Actually, sorry, it was red base.
Red base?
Yeah, he was playing red base, which is kind of like not as much of a thing anymore. At least I feel like it's probably not going to be as much of a thing, losing Lu and Ukumon. But we'll get into that later. It was, I don't know. He just didn't see like one piece each time, and I seen all my pieces. But yeah, that was the finals. It ended up just being a 2-0, but good matches all around. Just like Jesse was saying, a lot of good competition. It's great to see all the guys out there, and
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something we can say. Like as we continue sharing about locals, but like we had a very awesome turnout this past weekend. So like, if you guys are watching in Central Valley and listening to the podcast, like please keep coming out. We love to see just the community grow. Like we've had a couple new people show up over the past couple weekends since I've been back, and it's just great to see. Like I said, all the new faces, and it's a great game, man. We just want to have fun, and so yeah. Well,
yeah, and then as always, just a shout out to our locals. Triumph. That's what we were at on Friday. Triumph holds their locals every Friday. I would say it's 6:30, but I somehow always manage to show up at like 6:35.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Steven. He's an awesome host. If you guys haven't met him yet, he's a great store owner, man. Really there for the community. Shout out to Triumph for sure. Yeah. Thanks for sharing Triumph there. Who's next? We got TK. Was TK? No, he wasn't there.
DK was not there for Triumph,
was not
so
there,
then
but,
that'd be me next then.
Yep. Go ahead.
So yeah, round one again. We've all said it. We were late. I had to take a game 1 loss against Peaches, and he got the one game we did play. So it was a 2-1 loss on my end. Round 2, I had to play against Josh, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't really remember how that matchup went.
Dude,
So
honestly, it's, any time I've played against you, it's kind of a blur.
I was gonna say I just feel like inherently the deck strategy just does not work well against DP reduction.
Yeah, it was a Dex Doru Gray and two rapids. That's what I was playing this weekend.
Into Rapid X.
Yeah.
Rapid X,
Yeah.
Golden Bunny.
Yeah, as soon as he Mega Gargos and just like it just stops the whole...
Yeah, they swing on 5. I Mega Gargo. They can't go into their 6, or if they even swing on 6.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, why? I saw it happen too in real time. That shit sucked, dude. So I level 5 swing, and then Mega Gargo comes out, and like Wyatt looks at me, and he like just shrugs his shoulders, and I'm like, I know, I'm cooked.
I know, I
That's
know.
so
I know,
bad.
I'm
Just
cooked.
do it.
I want to tell you. I wanted to tell you not to swing. Just I was like, please, for the love of God, don't swing,
dude,
don't swing,
it's-
don't
it's
swing.
fine. It's fine, dude. We're testing. I was testing that day actually.
Well, I mean, that's all you have to remember. That's all locals really is.
Yeah.
Testing
Yeah.
with all, yeah,
Yeah,
testing with,
especially
testing
just
with
coming back,
extra.
he was getting that experience.
Testing with
Yeah.
stakes.
Exactly. It's
Yeah. It's all good.
and especially at Triumph, they do pity packs, so you're never actually really not getting something. They're usually pretty good about doing raffles
Yeah.
with larger events.
Mm-hmm.
So we could always use more players if you're looking for places to play. Triumph TCG in the Central
Clovis
Valley,
area, right? Clovis.
Clovis area.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm still in the area.
Round 3, I'm gonna be completely honest. I do not remember what I played against.
Played against me.
Oh, I thought we
Wow.
played around.
Wow.
Was there not
Man,
four
he just
rounds?
like I just
Was there
first
not
shot
4
this dude
rounds?
with a wolf, like smacked him
Wait, was
up. I
there
don't even
was
know
there
what
not
happened.
4 rounds, or did we only play 3 on Friday?
Turn off the
We
wolf.
played 4. We played 4 in Triumph.
It was 4 rounds. Dang, he forgot our
Yeah.
match.
He just
Dude, I'm
fucking-
about
Who'd
to
I
leave.
play round
bro.
four? Okay,
Uh,
so I remember our match. I just don't remember what fudging round it was in.
it was round 3. You smacked me up. Round 4, go ahead and shoot. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I mean, you already said it. In that matchup, it's basically, did they see Mega Gargo and level 5? Yes. All right, proceed to game 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There are positions where I feel like you can outgrind it, but I don't know where. We
sounds
haven't
rough.
seen it. We have not seen it. We haven't found the areas where
Dang, I feel bad. We actually played round 4, so I was quick to I pre-shot with that one.
You're good. You're good. I was gonna say, I swear it was round 4 we played. I just don't remember my round 3 opponent.
Are you right?
The level 5 rapid.
That's my boy right here. Oh, he's so good.
For sure.
Yummy. He's so yeah. Look
The
at
Rapid
that.
X is definitely strong, but the level 5 is really what screwed up
Gosh,
Mirage.
the protection is so
Yeah.
good.
For sure. It's
Hey, look at that.
it's definitely something. Oh, it's not showing yet. I'm just preemptively because we're gonna talk about that one too since you've been playing it.
I don't remember. I don't remember my round 3, but round 4 again played into Mirage against Jesse. Team killed.
What was the team
Gosh.
guys?
Always. And then
You ended up scrubbing into
we
third,
got it.
right?
yeah, I
All
scraped
because
into
of
third
me,
off that one.
baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think because round 3 the down pair ended up losing, so that was over after that.
For sure.
Wait,
But
For
yeah.
Right?
no, we went 4 rounds.
No, we
went
went 4 rounds. There was-
Yeah.
Oh God, I
You
don't
played
remember.
against us. Did you play against Scoops?
No, I didn't play against Scoop. I genuinely do not remember who I played against.
In round
Was
3.
it
Did I
was
play
it
against
Matt? Was it
Amir?
Matt?
Was it Amir?
No,
I might have
Mir-
played
no,
Amir.
that's Bird Dog, bro. Wait,
No,
no,
I
he
was
was
there.
no, he was
Amir.
there. He was there.
He was there.
Yeah,
Is
he
it
was there.
Brian?
Yeah.
So I genuinely, if you're watching and you remember,
I'm
just
sorry.
go ahead and comment. No, I don't. I just genuinely don't remember.
It's because Wyatt's old, guys.
I'm ancient.
Nah, they just gotta be more memorable next time.
Yeah,
This is
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Please stop
did?
insulting people.
No, those are our fans, bro. Please, we just started. Please.
That's
Yeah,
just stating
so
something.
Yeah.
I
No,
believe that's everyone because TK got locked down by work and wasn't available for Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately.
now just Josh left to tell us about his epic run.
Yeah.
Swear.
Okay. So
Swear
for the
to
record, guys, I was insanely testing. I was playing Dexteruga, and I've been. There's been
Black-base.
it's black base or purple base, and I keep swapping in between them just to figure out which one's better, guys. So, but this weekend
go into
I
types.
played into red base this weekend, and that's actually the reason why I was playing bunnies, is because I took all the fucking Luga package stuff and put in Dexteruga, and he showed up to the locals and he was like, well, I guess I'm not playing Luga today. So we had Rapid, so that's why he's playing Rapid, but he's been enjoying it. So,
I love that deck so
Yeah.
much, and any excuse to play it.
but yeah, so my locals, I personally didn't do as well as I wanted to. I'm still learning the purple. Sorry, not the purple package. The Luca
You're learning the
package.
deck, period. Like, let's just be real here.
Yeah.
You're learning the deck.
But Dexteruga feels really matchup heavy. Like it does its thing and it does it well. Some things it can kind of just steamroll. Other things like playing towards the the high tiers, which we'll get into later. That's where like it's super match heavy. Like can Dexteruga take games off of them? Like I think it can, but it comes down to there's a timing. There's a huge sequence thing with the deck itself. So like, but yeah, like I said, we'll get into that later. But my locals was round 1 I had to buy. Round 2 I played against Wyatt. Wyatt whooped my ass with Mega Gargo. Mega Gargo out, and then I just couldn't do anything. That's I ran into that issue. And then as well as round 3, I played. Dude, I can't remember. I played against Matt. He was playing not.
Armor.
He was playing
Armors.
Yeah, that's right. He was playing Armor, and I believe I think I lost that 2-1.
You
Yeah,
did.
yeah. I lost that 2-1. That was a pretty tough matchup. Just because Black Magna is so strong. Black Blue Magna is so good, and just trying to play with that, challenge it, and then like he's able to like Blue Armor just in general is able to retain their bodies, like their survivability. Like they stretch that so long, and once he pops my stacker or something like that, you know, like having to rebuild a new one, and then I was also like the purple package as well. But overall, like I thought it was a fun game for sure. Matt's a great player. Shout out to him. And then last round I played against Omnimon. I don't remember the player's name. I'm so sorry. But you were awesome. You were super kind and super friendly to play with. I played against Omnimon. Omnimon is an interesting deck for sure, because they kind of stay into that like the level 4 Greymon and play around with like the names and stuff like that. I was personally not too sure entirely what it does up until like Omnimon came out, but because of how collision works, I just kept killing into his like stack, so he could. And then he was missing his pieces throughout the game too. Couldn't find. He was telling me like he kept drawing into Metal Garuru, but never into War Gray. And then the other game, I was reading into his tamers, and his tamers seemed like the biggest problem. So I just kept killing it with Dorugora, and that kind of like wrapped up my rounds there for that. But yeah, that was Triumph Locals for me. Overall, I didn't place very high. Like I said, I didn't place very high this entire week, but I think overall, like very healthy testing, just because we had so many great, a lot of strong Central Valley players out there. So again, super fun. With that, we can move on to Sunday. Sunday we played at Bird Dog. Bird Dog was 3 rounds, and actually, let me transition. We'd have our rankings there. So, yeah, if
So
you guys
good.
can see that. So, for those of us in the chat, so first place we had Smith. TK was actually able to attend. So glad he could go. And then Peach is second. And I know this is Jesse, but that's not our Jesse. That's Blue Flare Jesse.
We have a better Jesse.
That's better. Better Jesse.
No such thing.
Jesse, if you're listening to this, change your gamer tag to better Jesse for locals, bro. Be lit.
That's
Also,
gonna
by the way, I better see GFG.
Can Smith change it to better Zach?
I got you.
And then so we had 12 people for that locals, 3 rounds, like I said. Overall, like really, like I said, really fun locals. Don't mind me, I'm at the bottom. Like I said, I was testing purple base,
Holding it up.
but yeah, TK, if you want to go into like how you did at Bird Dog.
I play against Connor.
Absolutely. Key number 1, play the best deck of the format before it's dead.
Right before he's dead.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what'd you take to locals?
I took my regional new Mamon list. Actually, I did change it up.
What a
and-
sweat! Boo this guy! What a sweat!
It
Boo.
was
Hey,
his
hey.
swan song. It was a swan song.
I took out the Chikuri floodgates for the Chikuri D-Digivolves.
Uh-huh.
And I took out, I think that's all I took out. And just swapped those out.
You're a mad lad.
Because I said, I'm going to make somebody's day bad.
Mhm.
And
The
Blue Ivan
D-Digivolve.
got D-Digivolved into a level 4.
Yeah.
winning.
Oh no.
But we played all blue.
Jesus.
First, we had blue hybrid.
Hmm.
Sanji's still
With,
looking for that.
That Jesse player in third place. He's in third place because of me.
Jesus.
Area,
In
bro.
round two, we played the homie Jacob, who was playing Imperial, who's a phenomenal player, but he was bricked up pretty well. That's my
it's your domain
domain
expansion. Bro.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Anything else for your rounds that you wanted to comment on?
Stack your opponents really well if you're gonna stack them.
Sack your
Who's your round 3?
That's good. who
I
was
ended
your-
Peach's street.
Who could it have
with
been?
I had to come out here and say, Peaches, I'm sorry, but you need to be humbled.
That's crazy.
And by humble, I mean I need to put all your rookies in your security so you can't do anything
Mhm.
and get good.
He is
Sure.
he is very good at bricking me. It's incredible.
Dude, I think anyone, like even like me testing against him, where are my cards, bro? I'm drawing all these cards, but not what I need. This dude just bricks me, man.
The only time I don't brick Peaches is when we're testing at his house. I can't do that in front of his daughter or his own home.
He lets me win in front of my daughter.
Are you
Which
winning,
is
Then
Dad?
bad.
we go to regionals and we go to locals and he fucking bricks my ass.
Are you winning, Dad? That's great.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we ended up TK ended up taking first. Yeah, man, that's great.
I do want to say, out of all 3 rounds, I think it took me a total of 20 minutes to win the tournament.
all right, guy. All right, man. Yeah, someone come out here and humble TK, man. His top 8's gone to his head.
I mean, I had 2 matches to 1 against him for BT17 into his list.
Sheesh.
Then he bricks me in
Yeah.
tournaments.
I would say 15 of those 20 minutes was against Peaches.
Hey.
Even then, we take so little time because we just know each other's decks like literally inside and out.
That's crazy.
You got Tamer rookie? No? Alright, cool. I got full combo. Let's go to the next game.
Pretty much. That's pretty much it. It's like, all right, let's check if I have a tamer in my security. If not, let's just go to the next game.
That's
Just don't
crazy.
top deck ruin mode. Top deck.
Oh, that was great. That was yeah. It's like, just don't top deck room mode. I'll KO you next turn. Draws a card, looks at me. was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
just like looking at you
bro
like, yeah,
is
you're
shit.
cooked. You're cooked, pal. Like,
It's just Numi fair, bro. It kept Imperial in check. Nah.
Newbie fan.
Yeah, this is why like I actually don't care. I mean, it's fine because this shit ain't happening
Get your
anymore.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can have your week.
Hell no. We're still looping our one of Numi X now, bro.
Good luck. I'm gonna send that shit to fucking the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
You said Paladin mode?
Exactly.
Paladin
Paladin
mode.
Yeah. Dragon mode and looks at you menacingly. But speaking of Imperial, like Peaches, how'd you do for Bird Dog?
For Bird
Locals?
Dog. Yeah, so we actually made it on time to this one, so that's a good start. Round
drove.
1, I played against Amir. He was on his Omnimon deck. And just like your opponent that you had, kind of goes with the DNA aspect of certain decks, where if you're missing your pieces, then sometimes it feels like your deck does almost nothing. And for round 1, unfortunately, that's kind of how, for game 1 against Amir, that's how it was. Game 2, I kind of walked straight into trying to out his what is it, Greymon that he had on board. He had the option on board that lets him DNA into a Omni in hand, but I had seen him bot deck 2 Metal Garurumons, and 1 was checked on security, so I'm like, he has 5 cards in hand. I doubt he has both the cards. But he did, and so I had 3 6s on board. Omnimon bot decked all of my 6s. He almost killed me right there, but I had a rookie in raising and 2 tamers, so he didn't kill me, and I just killed him the next turn.
Yeah.
So I was able to get that one 2-0. But definitely scary when that deck pops off. You're like, oh gosh, am I just dead here? And it can do that because with like the Alter B and the Omni X,
Mhm.
just starts shredding security like crazy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then round
Honestly,
2,
Yeah,
oh
honestly,
go
for
ahead.
sure. No, I was just gonna say, honestly, like the deck seems like really, really cool. But unless you're getting like jogger support like Imperial does, you better not play DNA stuff.
Ah, true, man. Dang, Imperial just got everything now though. It's crazy. And
Yeah,
of course, it's just 4s going to 5s rather than 6s going to 7s. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
bit easier.
What was your round? Was it 2? You said.
Yeah, so round 2, we played against the Ancient Garuru. Oddly enough, man, maybe I'm just one bricking up people because my opponent says he was missing one of his pieces. I think like the kendo, one of the ones that you cross with.
Hmm.
So I was able to just see my pieces, rush them down, do the Imperial thing, Progenitor, Dragon mode, spit out bodies, do more DNA shenanigans. So I got that one 2-0. And then the last round, as you guys heard, I played Smith. Yeah, he's professional at bricking me. Like there's some bricks I can play through. There's others that it's just like, oh, okay, I'll just hard drop a Pyeldramon, I guess. Have 7.
Yeah.
And it's like against Numamon, that's literally a death sentence.
Yeah.
He'll has like 6 mons on board if I do that.
Yeah, it's definitely come up often in testing where like I'm playing against TK or I'm playing against Peaches and I'm like I'm trying my hardest to like play good memory, like playing the tug of war right, and then like I'll put you at 2, and then like Peaches will look at me and be like, a little too much, Josh, and then
Too many.
one too many, Josh, and then just proceed to like pale Dramon.
You're dead.
You're dead. Same thing with TK. TK is different though. TK is like, yeah, one memory too much, Josh, and I literally put him at 1. He's like, yeah, too much, man. I'm like, what? Do I have to just Fenrir you and like bring it back to my
Yeah.
turn and not say it's yours?
Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah.
gotta get that new Grace Nova combo going.
Yeah, for sure. But hey, I mean, you and TK made first and second. Like, it's always really enjoyable. Like, I don't know if you were watching around you, but like, I think we were done with the round already. But everyone was like watching you guys play, and it's always just really fun watching like high skill level matches. So it's definitely like very, very enjoyable for us. Speaking of high level gameplay, we're making videos on team play pretty soon, so do stay tuned for that. A couple of you guys have been, yeah, for sure. We're just working, getting the logistics behind it, just because I'm a fan of like strong production, but we're working on getting that done. So do stay tuned and keep that notification bell open, so that way you can see what you'd like to see. Actually, in the comment section, put down decks that you would like to see us play and who you'd like to play against. We'd love
For
to do that,
sure.
and then we can make some.
I'd
videos
love to
about
pick
that.
up other decks because all I know is Imperial, like, and breathing. That's
Yeah.
it.
You guys don't know our group chat, but if you could see it, there's at least like maybe like once or twice a week. Peaches will be like, "All right, guys, Imperial version 17 Alpha Echo version Ka," and proceed to send us crazy spicy tech in his Imperial list. It's awesome, but yeah.
Yeah,
like-
so if you want suspect Imperialists, hit me up. I'll send them.
But yeah, absolutely do put in the comment section some decks you'd like to see us play or like have our thoughts on whenever. And yeah, we'd love to make a video on that. So please interact with us. We love to hear from you guys. Hayate.
Yeah. Round 1, I had to play against Fufu Team Kill. He's playing this new. He's been experimenting with Greymon support.
Yeah.
And he's playing around with Black Base and trying to include Magna X in it, and it's working. We just need to fine tune it.
Mm-hmm.
It does some things.
It does things. He got real. It was 2-1. Each game was really close. He's playing the Metal Gray from the starter deck. The black one that gives inheritable Psych Check 1. So Magna X being able to Digivolve over that for 4, for 2 if he pops a trading.
Mm-hmm.
And then swinging twice. This is
Check,
kind
check.
of gnarly.
Nice.
Zubagan hurt. It hurt. I went from full health to no health and died.
Cooked, bro.
Legit. But rapid strong. Game round 2, I played. He was going for the revenge from Friday. I saw
Yeah.
Black Rapid both games, but we had 3 games.
No
We had
revenge.
We had
games.
3 guys. Put some
We had 3
respect on my
games.
name.
We had 3 games.
okay?
We had 3 games. I was about to fix it. I even think
Alright,
I was about to
thank
say
you,
no. I
thank
saw.
you.
I was about to say I saw all 3 games and you beat me game 2. So I want to hear.
For the
we good?
record, for the record, after our random match on Sim, we played 2 more games and I took him to a game 3 again. I still
Mhm,
lost the set, but I
match-
want some respect on my
the matchup is
Wolf Boy with Spears name. All right.
by the time I'm done with this man, he's gonna know bunnies better than any other player.
Bro, I'm so lucky to have Light as my teammate, bro. Like that matchup is so well. I will admit, same
No.
thing that goes for other Imperial players. That's not Peaches. Playing against bunnies and Imperial that are not my teammates, usually easy clap. So I disrespected the decks. I didn't disrespect Imperial, but once I played against these guys, it's just like, damn. Bro, I actually have to try. That's kind of crazy. It's not Thomas on Sven, Thomas on Sven, Thomas on Sven. So, sorry, I had to interject there. You know what I'm saying?
You good. But round 3, I had the down pair. Game 1, I was playing in Shine, playing Scoob the boy, the man, the myth, the legend. He's been playing Shine since BT13, and probably even before that. He might have came out the womb playing Shine.
What an OG, bro.
No, you got 7th right under our boy Jesse.
Yeah.
He's still trying to learn. I don't know if Jesse said it earlier, but he took a break and just came back recently.
Yeah.
But so he's still learning the game, relearning the game.
He was waiting
And
for
all the
that
new
17
interactions.
Shine support.
Like I think it's really underrated personally.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
now with the ban list, let's see. I think the ban list is we're going to see a little more creative deck building.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about that in the
with,
next segment for sure.
Yeah. So no, good games all around. Game 1, I had double sparkle and security, so I kind of just dog walked him.
Monster.
Bro, like I felt bad. I felt like I was cheating.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that how fast you digivolve?
Bro, dude, sparkles and crazy. The fact I need to put that thing to 2, which I did. Or the 3, sorry. I need to put
3?
that thing to 3. Yeah, I'm playing 3 now. That card's crazy.
Okay.
No, I didn't see it game 2 or 3 against him, and I wasn't able to really hold or establish a board.
Mhm.
Not being able to be deleted is pretty cool, as long as I have the DP to, be around.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. But yeah, he was able just to out my board before I could go into Mega Gargo.
Mhm.
Or even was necessary for that matchup. Then that was it. Bubbled down to 4th. I would have played against TK.
With your parents.
And a hypothetical 4th round. Well, we'd only been the last 2 undefeated, so.
I see. Okay.
But but that was the end of my weekend at least.
For sure. And I guess we're going to be next. Still playing purple base with Dexteruga for Bird Dog. First round played against our boy Jesse here, and Jesse whooped my ass, dude. It was a tough ass game for sure.
It was rough for both of us.
Mirage is just overall like such a hard matchup. Like you're trying to like minimize your hand size while also taking account of like not wanting them to take their stack. Like the best thing I was trying to do was like Digi Emperor on board, or at least like try to like catch her bodies as much as I could. But like I think it was like game 2 or game 3. I can't remember. But like you had held your stack, and like I had a really strong board. And I think you were at like 1 security or like 2, like 1 security or no security, but I couldn't swing out fully, even though like I did everything I could. And then you were like, yeah, I don't know, I may or may not have this, and I was like, okay, we'll see what's out. Right? I fully thought I had it. I did not, in fact, have that chat. So literally, he pulls out, and then he just like turbos into a Mirage, and I just cards in hand, rip this dude off, cards in hand, back to my memory. You thought it was your turn? No, it's not. Also, by the way, burst mode. Fuck your stack and then swing for a game. And I was like, okay, this is great. I love this. I love this for me. But overall, like Jesse just pilots Mirage so well. Very memory efficient, very good player. Shout out to Jesse, our boy. Like he's so
Thank
good,
you.
dude.
Appreciate it.
Um,
All right,
and,
That
all right.
man's
I'm
kinda nice.
alright, I'm alright.
and then
That man's kind of nice.
round 2, I played against Jesse Blue Flare, and before I joined the team, Blue Flare Jesse has been my like arch nemesis. He doesn't know this, but if he's watching this, you're my arch nemesis, dude. Every time I go to Bird Dog, I get clapped out by Blue Flare Jesse in like some shape, way, or form. I don't either he's playing Blue Flare or he's playing another deck, but like he's just like my biggest skill check. Super good player, and plays into outs extremely well. I definitely think I could have won that game, but due to just lack of my own experience of just like getting back into the format and stuff like that, I ended up losing the game 2-1. He was playing Ancient Karuru. It might be just me, and we'll talk about more about it later, or like everyone's thoughts on it. But Ancient Karuru didn't feel super duper crazy to me, even though like it's said to be like I keep hearing that it's supposed to be the big bad coming up, like or like just supposed to be the next like big bad tier 1 and this, that, and the
No
other.
more.
But yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, I was playing against him, and the thing I was really focusing on with Dexteruga was just popping his tamers, and I think that really set him back. And then also we were just stacking each other. Like I think like game 3, like we were stuck in a position where like we couldn't find anything we had, and I had like 2 Digi Emperors on board to really hurt him, trying to just take advantage of like old Matt and with like old Gabu and things like that. So I overall like I think I played pretty well, but just it's important like my lack of experience in that last game really took it out. And then the last round I had, I can't remember who it was. It was a gentleman on Bandai. His name was Goji. I don't remember who I was playing.
Paco.
Paco.
Yeah.
Paco. Paco's a cool dude. Played against him a couple times. Really nice guy. He was playing bunnies, and so I've been playing bunnies quite a bit because of Wyatt, and Wyatt plays like super duper fast. So I've learned to play super fast against bunnies, and I think because of just my map, my deck knowledge with playing Dexteruga against against bunnies, and no hate against Paco, but like when you're playing against like this tamer who's level like 1,000, rebirth 3 times because he's old and played a gajillion different card games. Like he reincarnates playing different card games and stuff like that. Like, and he's piloting Rapids versus like someone who I think played Digimon like coming out here. Like it was the experience really played out. And
I came out the womb playing card games.
Nah, it's just one of those things where like I've come to realize like how good my team is. Not to glaze my team and stuff in GFGs, but like playing with really good players has like really opened my eyes to just like skill level difference, my own skill level difference, like where I am placed. So it's just an overall like super duper fun. But I think because of that, we're really challenging our locals in the Central Valley area in a really healthy way. And like every time I come back every weekend, or like in the time like I go do Navy stuff and come back, like people level up for sure. And like I need to keep up. But yeah, overall super duper good time for me at locals. Even though we didn't like win out as much as I wanted, still a really good time. Jesse,
Yeah.
If you want to share about yours.
Okay, for sure. I'll be a little quicker with mine on this one since I played against you and Wyatt for this tournament. But like Josh was saying, round 1 I played against him. I think he's downplaying a little bit. It was a lot closer than he thinks it was. He had made me deal with three bodies, and I had to out them all. And Yeah, hypothetically, the Mirage gods like spoke to me in that game. Like, I promoted rookie. I training. This was our game too, because he put me to 0 security with 3 bodies to deal with. Training Digivolve for free into EX4 Galgamon bounces Ukamon. He has 2 bodies. So he had the level 4 that he spit out from his big stack. Training Evo for free into EX4 mock to bounce that one, and then since I don't have to miss timing with the broken mock Gale, I just Digi for 4 with Mirage, burn his security, gain memory back, and then burst to bounce his stack. So if that did, I mean, that was like godly. If that didn't happen, we're going to game 3 for sure. So I will say, like, there was a nasty play that Josh did that I was like, bro, if I don't find a way to play another Thomas, I'm dead. Like, I think it was that game. Yeah, it was that exact sequence. He used his dex to pop my one Thomas, and I was like, oh shit, if I can't burst, I'm not winning this next game. He swings, he swings out last check with Thomas, and I'm like, bro. I was like, I had
Dude.
to see EX4 mock and that. I was like, that's godly, bro.
Dude, it wasn't
But-
even just that. Like, now I remember, like, I hit in a Hammer Spark one of our games, and I was like losing it.
Yeah.
I hit a Hammer Spark, and I'm like, your last secure, and it passed turn. I was like, fuck this card, fuck everything.
had to tech the one of Hammer Spark. It was still pre-ban, but I still had to see how it goes, and it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But round 2, played against White, and this time I did a little bit better, but still, if they see level 5 Rapid, it's just rough. I did do a pretty solid play. I don't know if I should have waited. I think White can probably say whether or not I should have, but I Zudo aced on another stack his sources, so that it would be, I stripped his rookie and I believe the egg, and he had a protoform. So then on another stack I digied in a Vike to make him go down to a protoform, so they would get off the board. I don't know if I should have got rid of that Rapid, but I kind of feel like if I didn't, because he was gonna make another Rapid stack no matter what, so I just figured dealing with 2 Rapids was like gonna be death.
No, that was
But-
right.
Okay, all right. So I think that was better. He still killed me in that game, but I was like, all right.
You would
Vike
have been
the
dead
only
a
answer.
lot sooner.
Okay, see, boys. You gotta, those 40% win rate matchups. There's still a chance, boys. You just keep testing, get better. And then round 3, I played against the TO of Bird Amir. He was playing Omni Turbo, the new one, the Omni Ace deck, and it's hot, guys. It's
I love
hot.
that
Like,
deck.
yeah, it's I would still put it at that tier 2 level, but I will say,
It feels
man,
fresh.
like it feels fresh. Yeah, I would say that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think he got a game off me because I was at 3 security. He did the whole play, wiped my board, went to his turn, and then he digied into Alter B, trashed all my security, and I was like, wait, it's gonna pass turn, right? He's like, yeah, but I have Tamer, so I'm gonna swing for game, and I was like, holy shit, So I was like, whoa, but then game 3 went along, and then just that deck does draw a lot, which obviously plays into Mirage game plan. So he had like 16 cards in hand, and I was like, ooh, Mirage is gonna be a free Evo here, and then I just kind of OTK'd him from there. But it was close. So Amir, you're getting a lot better. I finished X1 against the boy Wyatt. And if I have to lose, it'll be to one of my teammates, so I'll be happy with that, So
We love you, Amir.
Yeah, shout
Love
out to
you,
you.
Amir.
That we do. That we do.
Keep cooking on me.
Kudos.
You've been waiting for
Kudos,
that deck
teammate.
forever.
hell yeah.
For sure.
But yeah,
And that was it for your rounds, right?
yeah, just the 3.
Cool.
Actually had one more locals with a
Oh, yeah.
GFG member present. So
Oh.
that is going to be the Tuesday. So right
I'm
back to
tweaking.
Jesse.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll finish off here. So Tuesday, I was able to go to Health Point TCG. I wanted the rest of the team to come, but we weren't able to. I'll be there, so I had to represent the team.
Oh yeah.
I ended up finishing 3rd. Unfortunately, I didn't lose to a GFG member that time, but it's a really strong player. I'll just kind of go through the rounds. Round one, I played against Eosmon, and I still don't know what the deck does, to be honest with you. But he said would you like to play Tamer if you don't play? And I was like, what happens if I don't play Tamer? I get to play Tamer. I'm like, all right, I'll play Tamer. And and I was like, damn, if I don't have to hard play these blonde kids, like I'm gonna win. So he gave me a memory Tamer, and I was like, all right, promote, check 6, and win. And it happened twice, and I was like, whoa. But then we played again for a playtesting match, and he did you can play around the Mirage the hand size pretty well in that deck. He just didn't sequence it during our event, but afterwards he showed me that you could just drop the Tamer, put your hand to a really low size, and then he just courts on me in our testing match, and he went crazy. But outside of that, I don't know if I already think giving your opponent a bunch of cards in hand with Mirage is kind of sus, but giving your opponent free Tamer is kind of, I don't know. Tamer's pretty good. I don't know if you could imagine giving Peaches a free Kenan Davis, but round 2, I played against the boy James. It was against I think it was kind of like a try to keep vaccine, because we did play with the ban list this tournament. The store owner wanted to play that way, and he played like some kind of vaccine list to try to keep the Magna X Dream alive, and he had a couple Magna X stacks without an armor form. So it was, I think, when he did have one stack with an armor form, which was kind of that when he had that, he gained some advantage, but BT13 Mach just kind of solves that matchup. And I think he had to kind of tune the deck to turbo into Magna, so he kind of dropped a lot of the Angelomon aces and the ace cards that actually can interact with BT13 Mach. So if you can't be redirected by Magna X, it's just too free. Round 3, I played against Fen Takazuki, and this guy. His name's Josie. Really, really fantastic player. He ended up getting me, and it really was just OTK who, but I think it's pretty 50-50. I think they can do a pretty good job of handling their size. It's definitely a skill gap deck. If you understand combos, like if you come from Yu-Gi-Oh, you're gonna play the deck very well. But I will say there is a lot of error for mistakes in that deck. Maybe not as much as Old Fen, but yeah. But yeah. So I think it was an overall good match. I think he did 2-0 me that time. But I think I put him to 0 security. He just clapped back, and so it was a rough one. Finished 3rd, so good prizing, good, again, really good players. I think we had 10 players in that event. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's everyone's logos for this week. Next we're gonna talk about the big bad that we all wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about the ban list that came out that we were all so excited for. Ban list and restricted card announcement is directly from their Bandai website. If you can see at the top, came out on the 23rd on Friday. Yeah, Friday last week. And effective 31st of August 2024, these cards have been hit to 1. First one is Ukomon, the promo one that says when one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, you can hatch an egg, hatch in the breeding area, and gain 1 memory once per turn. Guys, what do you guys think about this hit?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, yeah.
10 out of 10.
Like, I think this is one of the ones that we all seen coming. I think, it was like some people were saying they want both. Some people were saying they want like choice restricts. But I think in the very, very least, this guy needed to be the one to get hit. I think we all knew that. Like, he was the one. He's the one for 0. He's the one who abuses the Louis. Like, this was 100% the problem. Not that the other one's not a little bit of a problem, but at least now we don't have 8 of them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let me just read this one part real quick. It said it was intended for this card to be that could be combined with Promer Louis Owada and used in the variety of decks, but the importance of this one card turned out to be much bigger than predicted, as it increases the speed of control decks that don't require level 3s, and provides many options by securing memory. As a result, there's a difference in power between decks that can use this card and those that can't, resulting in a loss of diversity in the decks that can be used. For the above reasons, we have decided to restrict this card to 1 per deck. Yeah, sorry TK, you were saying?
Louis already been hurt so much, guys. Stop taking away his partner.
yeah, yeah,
So-
yeah. Oh yeah,
We finally watched the movie.
yeah, good movies.
Yeah, shit
Good
was
movie.
intense.
Yeah,
Intense.
very
Intense for a kids
very
movie,
intense,
sheesh.
very intense. But yeah, I think I definitely agree with what you guys said. This card's super strong, and I think Bandai in like their little comment section definitely kind of hit the nail on the head. That especially this part, the speed of control decks that don't require level 3. Like we were seeing so many decks that weren't running like their normal rookies, but they were just running like just their Uko package. Oh, like Ancient Guru, for example. Like Ancient Guru just runs like Ukomon, but like now we may see some hiccups with that deck because they can't run this Uko package anymore and have that crazy efficiency that they
Nah,
once
check the
had.
group chat.
But
Oh, for sure.
but yeah,
Gotcha.
you guys have any other comments on Uko?
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Good
My
riddance.
boy.
Good riddance.
Thanks. He just had to get our invites, and then you can go away now. But
Yeah.
sometimes you have to use you gotta use the power of darkness to get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is Louis Owada, promo 130. A play cost of 3. It is a tamer. He says, on play, you may move one of your level 3 or higher Digimon from the breeding area to the battle area. Your turn. When one of your Digimon moves from the breeding area to the battle area by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. And let me read this next part. By repeatedly combining the effects that aren't once per turn, such as BT6 Matt Ishida, when this card's on-play effect, the game speed accelerated dramatically, making it difficult for many decks to compete. Because various decks use countermeasures against this combination, decks that are strongly affected by the countermeasures are no longer able to perform as effectively as they should, resulting in a loss of diversity in the decks being used. For the above reasons, we have decided to restrict this card to 1. Yeah, what do you
So
guys
just
thoughts?
hit the Matashitas. I mean,
Yeah, no, this was the problem.
I'm honestly, on that note, actually, I'm a little surprised that no one saw like a red version with a tie. The tie is verbatim the exact same card.
Mhm.
And there's-
Really?
and it's-
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's the exact same card verbatim, and just
Yeah,
except
it's just-
for plates.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Just
like
Gabumon and Ancient just better.
yes,
Like
exactly.
They're boss monsters. Yeah.
Mhm.
Blue's pretty good.
Mhm.
Blue's pretty good.
Blue's good color. Yeah, no,
10 out of
this
10
card.
also.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for this hit as well.
Absolutely, no. The Mim Tamer should have been hit, not this guy. What are
Mm.
you even saying? Ikukomon was actually the biggest threat to the Digimon card game.
Mhm.
Yeah, should have probably hit Big Ugomon too.
I mean,
But no, Lou is definitely an issue, and also being able to stack multiple of this card, because that just means like the later in the game it gets, if you see multiples of these, anytime you're bringing from the breeding areas, it's for nothing or for like massive memory gain.
it's too
um,
much.
Yeah, being able to see this multiple times or use it multiple times just puts so much pressure onto your opponent. Just like the little comment that Bandai was saying, it forced people to play countermeasures. So it's like Emperor, Digi-Emperor was starting to become like an absolute mainstay in our meta because of Ukomon and because of Lu. Like
Mhm.
it was just becoming too much. And so I actually look forward a little bit to some decks probably moving away from Emperor a little bit. I still think it's a
Right.
strong card,
Mhm.
but yeah, at least now some decks can feel a little more comfortable moving away from it and not feeling like they're just going to get completely outpaced by these rookie rush strategies.
For sure.
How am I supposed to play Big Uko Turbo?
You're not, and that's okay.
Damn it.
For sure. Anyone else have any comments regarding Louis?
He
Yeah.
he won me so many games in my regional run, man.
Lu-
But,
Louis did nothing
uh,
wrong.
bro, I just picked up my alt art too, but I only got one alt art, so you know, that's, you know.
Yeah,
You're
we,
right.
meet, we meet.
Oh,
the,
only
uh,
one.
place
All right, you're
set.
good.
Only
That's the
one,
play
yeah,
set.
yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that's a place.
Only
That's
only
okay.
one.
That's your
It's
set.
pretty, bro.
No, I think for the most part, same thing as the Yokomon absolutely needed to go, and I don't think anybody was surprised that it did happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
This
anyone
next
who
one,
didn't
though.
think, yeah. But yeah, on to the next one. Whew. This one was wild, dude. I remember I was.
Long time
This one
coming.
just came a little bit out of left field, but I also
I,
see it. I get
Yeah.
it.
I was
Me
gonna.
too.
I have a. I think
Let
I
me
have a
let me read
solid
the card
take
real
on
quick.
this. Oh, go for it.
If you
Yeah,
guys
for sure.
if you guys don't know, Hammer
Mhm.
Spark,
Go
an
ahead.
OG
So
card
much text.
from Structure Deck 2. It's been here forever. But at a 0 cost, gain 1 memory, and as well as Insecurity, gain 2 memory. This card has been used in decks that include blue cards for a long time, but the increased variety of cards available now allows for more card drawing, making it possible to have multiple cards in the hand and use them consecutively in one turn. As a result, it has become easier to speed up the game, widening the gap between decks that can use this card and others. For the above reasons, we have decided to restrict this card to 1 per deck. Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because
So go for
yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, looks like 2 out of the 5 guys in this team, we do have other members, but in this particular episode, use blue, and we end up with we go through our deck pretty quickly. Turn 3, we see 50% at least of our deck, and if you can resolve multiple of these Hammer Sparks, it's pretty degenerate, and we are clearly entering a blue meta, so I would say it's a good. I'd say it should have been hit a long time ago, in my personal opinion, because it is kind of a cucky feeling every time blue's good, and I think it's too all the other 0 costs don't have any. They have at least some kind of condition. Grab Crush, you lose 2 memory at the end. Jack Raid, you actually have to build it. The Blinding Ray, you have to sack a security. This one just says gain 1 memory, and it has a security effect, so that's pretty good.
For sure. Really strong card. I mean, as the game has gone on, the amount of times you're using Hammer Spark in a blue deck has gone less and less. Even for was it Mirage? Jesse, you said you only ran 1 of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, for Mirage, it's kind of different because we just have a shit ton of memory anyways. So it's we Digivolve gain memory back. So
But
it's
that's
kind of a mute.
yeah.
Yeah, a moot point. But Ancient and Imperial, they're resolving 2 or 3 of these.
So
Yeah.
for Imperial, it's about certain memory thresholds. If you can meet them, then you break the memory gauge. So essentially, it's okay, if I can get 1 more memory, I can go into a dragon mode and then make a new Pyeldra that will gain me
Yep.
memory and that will draw me cards that can net me another Hammer Spark,
Punch
or
3
can net me
times.
that can let me return to Progenitor or HPD, and it's just off that 1 memory. And
Yeah.
having the option to have multiple of those cards in your deck just gives you that option to just completely blow out your opponent when they weren't even expecting it.
For sure.
And so for
Sure.
those reasons, I understand why this card got hit. I just didn't quite see it initially. I didn't see them hitting it until it got hit. But then when it did get hit, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I think yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say in some situations it creates 46 card decks where you're just gonna shove 4 of these in just because. And it's an insane play. Slender always has been. TK can help verify this, but even back in the day, it was a mandatory 4 of in Blue Omni. And it was a huge reason why Blue Omni was superior to the Red Omni variant.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, again, not surprised they got hit. This was a hit that literally could have happened at any point in time, and I just would have nodded my head and said, "Okay, yeah, thanks."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They got hit when Ice Ball got hit. High key.
You said
When
what?
Ice Wall, damn, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, I could agree with that. They kind of verbatim are the same. In essence, they're the same card.
Yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't have got as many wins with Melga X if they hit this to 1 at that time, bro. So I think this was a good hit now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
No, again, they could have hit this literally at any point in time in the game, and I would have been like,
100%,
"Yep."
100%.
Yeah, I think it's interesting
100%.
to see how it's a card that we've just accepted that is normal, but in retrospect, when you look at how it helps consistency, how it affects pushing turnover, forcing turnover because of the security effect, and then just being able to run multiple of these, it's one of those things where damn, it doesn't seem like a big card until it does. Like I mentioned, like me playing against Jesse earlier this past locals, like I didn't think he'd even run a Hammer Spark, and then I swung into it passing turn, and then I lost the game. So like
Yeah.
definitely an understandable hit, and yeah, now that it's hit, good riddance.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say I agree with Peaches when he said like that hit is more like I kind of rolled my eye. I rolled my eyebrow a little bit when I saw it, but then like 3 seconds later, it's like yeah, that makes sense
You're
for sure.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Bandai, I see you. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Also, a really big surprising hit. Awakening of the Golden Knight. A 3-cost option card from BT9, card number 98. Says while you have a Digimon with armor form in its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main effect. You may Digivolve one of your Digimon with armor form in its traits into a Digimon card with Magnamon in its name in your hand, ignoring its Digivolution requirements and without paying its memory cost. The Digimon that Digivolved with this effect can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's turn. And in security, the security effect says return one card with Magnamon in its name from your trash to your hand, and then also add this card into your hand. Bandai said this card is used in decks that mainly use BT16-102 Magnamon X Antibody, which has a high usage rate in recent game environments. When combining with the cards such as level 3 cards that support Digivolution, it is possible to keep BT16-102 Magna X Antibody on the board early on and move toward attacking. The above play is very powerful and creates situations that many decks can't handle. To fix this issue, we have decided to restrict this card to 1. Thoughts, everyone?
This should have been Magna X.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 for me personally, because I thought about it. It is a good hit
It's
because
sufficient.
because
It's not
it
what I
doesn't really
want.
it doesn't really do anything to the blue base at all, but it does a lot to the yellow base because they don't play Magnas, they just play Rapids. So you
Yeah.
could just use this to go into a Magna X. So of course the vaccine list is definitely the one you want to hit more, but blue base, I really think it just training replaces it.
It boils
Yeah.
down to like what Bandai
Yeah.
thought was more degenerate: the card itself, Magnamon X, PT16 itself, or the vaccine variant of the deck. And they chose
Yeah.
the vaccine variant.
I
For
mean,
sure. So, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, they do just like they allude straight to it in their statement, saying like BT 16 Magna X has been seeing like an insanely high usage rate. So maybe this is just their way to curve that usage rate because, like you were saying, you're not going to be able to just do this kind of like as easy in the vaccine lists. So now, if you still want to run the Magna X, you're just going to have to go over your 5s or just see the one Awakening. Which I could definitely still see them doing, as
Just
well as still.
emissary.
I mean, they still have what's it called, emissary. So if they get to their
Emissary's
5,
track.
they can still just do the. They could still just emissary to get to their 6. So maybe they'll actually have to start bumping up their 5 counts, and they won't be able to rely on awakening as much. But for the blue base, yeah, it definitely does a lot less. And just all around, I felt like there was a better hit. They could have just hit the Magnamon, but since they did not to curb its usage, I could see why they hit this card.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think for me, like, I know we were talking about it quite a bit in chat, and like Peaches Wyatt and I were like debating about this card pretty heavy. Wyatt's pretty adamant about like just hit the problem, and then the perspective was brought up, at least for me, like I think this still does a heavy damage to armor, and it kind of says it's one of those things where like due to this hit, it tells us a lot of like what Bandai like the intentions behind what Bandai wants, right? It's one of those things where like it's affected the speed of Magna, and Magna has now been affected, not as hard as like the next card that we'll talk about, but definitely like Magna X is still a problem, and he's still gonna gatekeep a lot of future decks that are gonna be made, because now the question is, guys, like if you can't answer Magna X, can you even play the game? Because he's gonna be around for a long time. He's it,
He's a
unaffected
fan
by card
favorite.
effects.
Too good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Too good.
super
Too
good card.
Super big wall, big stack. Digivolves up for free. Armor purge, blocker, and he's I mean Numamon we know big bad but fast but like
I don't
You know.
know. That should have just been plus 3k in option protection. I don't know why they gave it blanket protection.
for sure.
That's crazy.
This card definitely does slow down Magna considerably, but like now let's take a look at Awakening versus Sparkle, like with Wyatt playing Rapid heavily, and like something that
Rapid
he-
Mana X is nowhere near as impactful as a card as Magna
Yeah,
Mon X, though.
exactly.
I agree.
I
Like,
agree.
what you're digivolving up into is like you're going into ground beef versus a steak.
Mhm.
But if
even
we do make a
Mhm.
busted Rapid X,
Mhm.
then that's a whole different story. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
even
then they'll
the-
just hit the. Then they'll just hit Sparkle and not
Sparkle.
Rapid X. Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah.
For real.
Due to recent trends.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where I was thinking about to myself, where it was like Wyatt was talking about how like Sparkle, he needed up Sparkle because Sparkle was so good, and then I was like, okay, maybe this was a really really strong hit, but doesn't really answer the problem itself of just Magna being such a
It's a-
gatekeeper.
Little different of a case just due to how powerful what you're digivolving into. Like, and
Yeah.
specifically with comparing the two archetypes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's gonna, cause like one thing that we had kind of talked about when we were talking about how this hit's gonna impact armors, was like the versatility that you're gonna lose, because
Exactly.
the ability to just you can go over your other Magnamons into the black blue Magnamon, and that has an extremely strong effect. Or you can go into from your Flame Dramon into the black blue Magnamon, or your Flame Dramon into the Magna X. So it's like now you're not going to be able to as reliably go into from Flame into Magna X, or you're not going to be able to. Essentially, what it is like a form change, except for you keep the armor underneath it. So when you die once, you still have to die again because they both have armor purge.
We might even see an influx of old Magna X, BT9 going under to go over your armor forms, so you have to go up into your.
To your
It'll still
Magna
be
X.
expensive, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
As I made this point earlier today, I think the decks, the card is still 100% a card, but the deck is not at 100% power
For sure.
Yeah.
in terms of armor. Vaccine, dead,
Yeah.
murdered.
Vaccine is dead for sure.
Especially with these next couple hits.
For sure.
Or,
But yeah,
well, no.
yeah, let's move on to the next one. Numamon X antibody.
Let's
out of play-
go.
let
10
me
out
go
of
ahead-
10.
Yeah, yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Wow.
TK left right before we
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1 out of 10, bro.
Yeah, let me go ahead and
Could've
read
been
through this
Andre.
card. 3 play cost, 2 Digivolve, and a 2k 2k DP.
Why is it a 3 play?
Digivolve level 4 with Numamon in its name with X antibody for a cost of 0. All turns while Numamon or X antibody is in this Digimon sources, it gains the effect on deletion. You may play one Digimon card with Numamon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. And it's on deletion. It's inheritable. On deletion, you may play one Digimon card with Numamon in its name from your trash without paying the cost. Yeah, like we said, 10 out of 10 hit. Let me read what Bandai said next. Bandai says, when using Numamon decks, this card has a high board retention from the beginning of the game, and its inherited effects can be reused when combined with other cards, allowing the single card to significantly increase the ability to control the entire deck. In addition, since a level 6 can also be played with its effect, it's easy to digivolve from there to level 7, which has a higher output to create a one-sided control board at an early stage. For the reasons stated above, we expect this card will play a very large role in the deck, resulting in a loss of diversity in the cards included. For those reasons, we have decided to restrict this card to 1. Yeah.
Yeah, great hit. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yay.
I think it really depended on how they handled the Uko. Since they only hit the promo to 1, I think they had to hit the engine a little bit. So I think hitting Numi X is the correct hit compared to Monze, just because I'll probably get heat from the comments section, but Monze X 100% is the power card. However,
Mhm.
if you out Monze X without a Numi X, like,
what are you doing?
yeah, you're dead. So like I think I think Numi X, like Bandai said, the retention. It's kind of crazy that they seems
This
like they
card
know
should
they
not
know
have
it's an
left
issue
R&D.
or prior.
Look at
to
this
hitting it.
thing. Dude, it digivolves for 0, plays for 2, plays for 3, or digivolves for 2, has a 2k body, and has 39 fucking words on it. You're getting
Bro.
so much value out of this card for the amount of ways you can get it onto the board, and how much value you get it when it leaves the board. It's insane.
Bro,
This card's bonkers.
Rest
This
in
should.
peace to the most fun.
What I don't know what they were
play.
thinking. I do not know what they were thinking with this card. The more I look at it, these numbers are really upsetting me.
Bro, promote Ukabon. Digivolve for free into Numi X over the Jerry. Like a Jerry previously pitched the Platinum, swing Numi X into it. Play Platinum, gain 2 memory after pitching a Numi, and then Digi into a Ruin mode. Oh, turn 2
so
Ruin is
good.
awesome, bro. Like,
bro, turn Magna X? No, turn to Ruin.
Turn 2
Yeah,
Ruin
dude.
better, bro.
That's
Man.
just because turn 2 ruin, and then by the time you even get to have something to hit the field, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah.
You're dead. Yeah.
Yeah. You're dead, or like they just they DP reduce your entire board. Yeah.
Yeah, but the 2 turns. By the time the 2 turns that the ruin was on field is gone, you're totally dead. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, great hit. You know, like Y was saying, like the more I look at this card, the more I'm like, this is like actually just straight up bonkers.
I hate. Was this BT15? I hate BT15.
I don't know. I was gonna ask you guys this, but I can't remember on the top of my head. But do you guys know if there are any level 4s that are 3 drops?
All in the Nume X.
I know. I say all new race.
Yeah.
And
all
then
in the Nume line. That's what I'm saying. Like, this thing did not need to be a play cost 3. It's an X antibody. Historically, they've always been at least 1 to 2 play cost higher.
Yeah.
oh,
than
the
their
green
base ones.
dinosaur.
Yeah. You know. Okay. So the reason why I bring that up is because I pulled it up on TCG Player. Here, I'll put it right there. Just
3 cost level 4s.
Yeah. So check it out, guys. So if you
The
take
green
a
dinosaur.
look, if you take a look,
There it is.
4 drop.
Chris,
No.
I
The thing is, level 4 3 drops. The only ones that are not Nume are just vanillas.
Mm-hmm.
Just vanillas. Just to kind of see,
Bro.
like, just to see how cracked Numamon is.
Yeah, you're either part of the Numa line or the Suka line.
I played the shit out of that 3 cost fucking back in VT8
Yeah. But
as
you
my
know,
4th
eons ago,
5th Stingron option. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
for sure. But yeah, nonetheless, great hit. I think it has really hurt the deck. The question still stands whether or not you'll see it, but we'll talk about that in the next segment for sure. Going down further, I know TK had TK hitting TK. Ban him, guys. But TK, when he first saw this card, the first thing he told us was this card should be banned immediately. Play cost of 3, Tamer card BT14. On play, by returning the top card of your security stack to your hand, you may place 1 yellow card with vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. And on your turn, when a card is added to your security stack, by suspending this tamer, you gain a memory. And as normal for tamers, play this card without paying the cost. Bandai says having multiples of this card in play makes it easy to continuously and significantly increase memory, guaranteeing the stability in yellow vaccine decks and others that use this card. Also, this card's role through the entire game becomes significant since the effect which increases or decreases the security cards can be affected for a low memory cost. On top of this, having memory gained after recovery effects lets the players do more and makes matches take excessively longer. For these reasons, this card will be limited to 1. And I think Bandai was low-key spitting for this card. Like, they said a lot of things. I think, absolutely. I played Yellow Vax for a while, and like when I saw the Patamon Emissary TK combo, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I just evolve for free, and then like you play this in the Magna variant, or Magna Yellow Vax variant, and then you're just even faster. It's crazy. This card is crazy strong, super duper splashable, just because it just says yellow card with Vax in its name. So any card that was playing Vax just had hella accessibility to it. You could run 4 of it, and it's super cheap too. And when you have them all on board, you're just gaining memory like crazy on top of with Emissary. But yeah,
this is my favorite hit on the list personally.
Agreed.
It's not. it's not the best hit because obviously Uko and Louis are Numi X are the 3 best. But this is my favorite hit because, bro, when that thing says 3, you know it really costs 2. And
Yeah.
and bro, like it's so
I
tilting,
mean,
man.
if you want to go further, it's gonna cost even less because you're never gonna just resolve it less than one time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, 100%, 100%.
No,
Like it more than
that-
pays itself off.
Yeah, by the
And
time you're gonna get at least 3 uses out of that.
yeah, I think honestly, I think it was the smartest hit by Bandai because it allowed you to hit the least amount of cards out of the Vax engine. Because I guess Awakening is more so for the Vax engine than the blue engine, but I will say this: like, if you hit Patamon, like I mean, that's pretty harsh hit to me to be honest. But
As
also,
cracked of a
like,
card that is, I think it.
yeah,
I agree.
It's
it's
still
really harsh. Yeah,
you still have the RNG, the Pata.
Yeah.
yeah, RNG, and this one just says F the RNG, bro. We're
Yeah.
putting a level 4 in there.
Holy.
Yeah. You
So,
you,
I
you
think
get
this
to
is like-
you get to choose like you get to interact like yellow already interacted with security with just recovery and like put to top, but like this is you manipulating your own. You put this to the top or to the bottom of your security, and then like you just end up like if you count your cards right, you're just kind of going crazy. And then we were a lot of us were talking about like emissary should be hit, Pata should be hit, but I think with removing this TK, you also inadvertently hit Emissary too, because Emissary also crazy card, right? But Emissary, if you whiff, you fucking whiff in it, and it sucks.
You're done.
And like not only that, now you have like one less set of TKs to target because you have to have TK on the board for Emissary, if I remember the cards right. But yeah, like I digress. Like phenomenal hit for sure.
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 for me.
Peaches, what do you think?
No, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
The card procs itself, it's so dumb. Multiples makes it insane. Like the combinations with the other cards that the deck had, it just makes it just ridiculously efficient. You progress your game state. Like normally people have to pay for that, but this one actually gains memory as you do it, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's insane.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and move on to the last one, a part of the ban list, then unrestriction. Restricted cards that will now be lifted, Structured X6, Gabumon. 3 play cost, 0 to Digivolve, and a 2k DP. Level 3 that says, for the inheritable, when attacking, trigger draw 1, and then trash 1 in your hand. Bandai says, in the past game environments when this card was widely used by combining it with a Digimon that had an effect that let it attack consecutively and activating its inherited effect that doesn't have once per turn multiple times, it increased the speed and consistency of decks that made use of the trash. However, as the card pool has increased in recent game environments, there are now more ways to suppress attacks. Because of this, we have determined that it has become more difficult to consistently activate this card's effect multiple times compared to before. Therefore, we have decided to unrestrict this from restriction to 1 to unrestricted. Guys, thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's fine. That card got power crept. It's not as strong as it was.
Never
I mean,
should have been banned.
it's still cool. It's still a good card. It's definitely gonna make its way into some lists, but I don't think it's gonna like change metas.
We're bringing it back in Bullstar, baby.
There we go.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, it's a really good card, but
For sure.
yeah, I think way to go. I like to see. I really like to see when Bandai actually gets a chance to reevaluate some of the cards that are on the list. Kind of wish a couple more might have came out, but even still, just getting this list in general, I'm not gonna toot Bandai's horn too much, but glad to get a list at all.
Yeah.
Glad to have some things shake up in the meta. I'm glad to see some issues that the community had get addressed, and glad to get a card back.
For sure.
100%. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine, honestly. I think honestly, I've been testing purple Melga on the sim, and it's pretty bad, but it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. You go through your deck pretty deep. Not gonna lie.
I think Wyatt had like mentioned to me earlier, like we were talking about ban list, but he was talking about like hopefully, exactly like Peach just said. Like glad Bandai is addressing some of the things that we as a competitive community have had issues with, like this is just way too broken, this, that, and the other, and as well as like it's nice to see like the onesie twosie cards that like get unlifted from the ban and like that, oh, it's Powercraft, but like you can still play this. And honestly, I don't think Gabumon is gonna revive like a lot of decks, but I think it helps these purple decks that can take advantage of like its effects. And then what I was saying before was why I mentioned that like hopefully Bandai continues to reevaluate the game on like I think what we were talking about, like on a quarterly basis or something like that.
Yeah, quarterly would be great. I don't honestly, I couldn't care less. Just give me anything.
I think we referred it to as like a health check on the game, just to see where everything is and something that needs to be addressed or anything like that. I think that's just healthy for the overall competitive
Not even
community.
exactly, not even necessarily lists.
Yeah,
Like, just like, hey, we're looking at this.
for sure. Yeah. And hopefully, Wyatt mentioned it in message in DMs, but you know he was saying that how hopefully we get another one before during unification. That would be awesome.
That would be pretty great.
Hmm.
I think that'd be appropriate.
For sure. Hey guys, thanks again for joining us for this video, or another episode of Gale Tales, and we love to have you guys. And shout out to all the locals that we mentioned: Triumph, Bird Dog, and as well as HP. Do attend those.
Card Kings,
yeah, Card
Kings,
as well.
HP, Command Zone, DJs, and then just like a special thanks to the ones who've been interacting with us in the comments, AJ the Knight, Amir, as well as Connor. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you
Oh
guys
yeah,
so
come
much.
to Central Valley, bro.
For sure. Yeah, thank you guys so much again, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.